I spent my life chasing happiness in all the wrong places until a stranger on a park bench revealed the one simple truth that changed everything. For more stories that will not only inspire you, but also help you master English, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss what's next. Today, I have a special story for you. It's not a story about castles or dragons. It's a story about life. It's about the feelings and the truths that we all share, no matter where we are from. The story is told by a man named Ethan Carter. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ethan Carter. I am 35 years old, and today I want to talk about something important. I want to talk with you about something that is far more valuable than anything you have ever held in your hands. I am not here to teach you any special tricks or easy shortcuts. I am here to tell you the truth. And the truth, well, the truth isn't always easy to hear, but I promise you, it will set you free. I was not born into a rich family. I did not have power or special advantages. The answers to life's big questions were not given to me on a silver platter. No, that was not my life. I grew up in a small town in a family that had just enough money to get by. My parents, they taught me one simple lesson, a lesson that I still carry with me to this very day. They told me life doesn't owe you anything. You have to go out there and earn it. I wasn't the smartest kid in my school, and I certainly wasn't the most talented. But what I didn't have in natural gifts, I tried to make up for with determination. I had a fire inside of me. I failed. Yes, I failed, and I failed many, many times. It was difficult, but every single time I hit the ground, every time I felt like I couldn't continue, I got back up. And here is the very first truth that I learned about life. Your failures do not define you. What defines you is what you do after you fail. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever sat on your bed just staring up at the ceiling, wishing that your life were different? Maybe you were wishing you had more money, or a better job, or a different body. I have been there. I think we all have. But let me tell you something very important I've learned. Wishing doesn't change anything. Action does. Happiness, it isn't something you find at the end of a rainbow. It's not waiting for you in a bigger house, or a faster car, or a more expensive lifestyle. Real happiness is right here, right now. It is in the small moments. It's in the feeling of the warm sun on your face. It's in the sound of laughter from someone you love. It's in the deep satisfaction of creating something meaningful with your own hands. If you keep chasing happiness in material things, you will never catch it. You will always be running. Because true happiness, it comes from within. And then there is money. Oh, money. People often act like it is the key to everything in life. Is it important? Yes, of course it is. You need money to live, to eat, to have a safe roof over your head. But let me tell you this from my own experience, money is a tool. It is not a goik. It is a way to get to a destination, not the destination itself. If you think that money will solve all of your problems, you are wrong. It won't. Money will only make you more of what you already are. If you are an unhappy or insecure person, no amount of money will fix that. But if you're strong, focused, and driven by a good purpose, then money can be a wonderful tool. It can help you achieve incredible things. Here's another truth. Your laziness is your enemy. It is a quiet voice that whispers lies into your ear. It tells you, you can do it tomorrow. It tells you, you are tired. You deserve to rest. But laziness is a thief. It steals your dreams from you while you are sleeping. Every minute that you waste is a minute you will never, ever get back. Think about that for a moment. Every single day is a new chance to grow, to learn, and to move a little closer to your goals. Please do not let laziness rob you of your future. I have learned this lesson the hard way. There were times in my past when I let amazing opportunities slip through my fingers. Why? Because I was too afraid, or too lazy, or too distracted, and every single time I regretted it. So I made a promise to myself. I made a vow. I decided that no matter what, I will not let fear or laziness control my life. And here is something else you need to know. If a door closes, a window opens. Sometimes life does not go the way you planned. Sometimes the job you really wanted, the relationship you cherished, or the dream you held so close to your heart, it falls apart. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. But I have found that every time a door closed in my life, another opportunity, another window came along. The key is to keep your eyes open. Don't spend all your time looking at the closed door, thinking about what you have lost. Focus on what you can gain. Look for the open window. One of the most valuable lessons I have learned is this one: don't take yourself so seriously. Life is unpredictable. It's messy sometimes, and that is completely okay. You do not have to have everything figured out. You do not have to be perfect. It's important to laugh at your own mistakes. It's important to embrace your flaws, the parts of you that aren't perfect. And please don't waste your precious time trying to impress other people. Because here is the real truth: you don't need anyone's approval to live your life. It doesn't matter if you're from the US, the UK, Japan, South Korea, or anywhere else in the world. You are the leader of your future. You don't need to follow the crowd. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Just do whatever it is that sets your soul on fire. You are worth it. And let me say this before I go any further. Never, ever stop learning. The day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. Teach yourself new skills. Read books about things you don't understand. Ask questions. Stay curious. Learning is the key that unlocks your true potential. And don't wait for someone to come and teach you. Take the initiative. You are your own best teacher. Now I want you to just pause for a moment. Think about your life. What are you doing right now? Are you chasing your dreams, or are you just standing still? Are you truly living, or are you merely existing? These are tough questions, I know, but you need to answer them for yourself honestly. Because the great truth of life is this: you only get one shot. Make it count. I wasn't always like this, you know. I wasn't always confident or calm or focused. There was a time when I felt completely lost. I remember I would wake up in the morning, look at myself in the mirror, and wonder, what is the point? Why am I working so hard? What am I even chasing? Is this all that life has to offer? And then something happened. It was a moment that was so small, so unexpected, and yet it was so powerful that it changed my entire way of looking at the world. One day, I was walking through a park. I was feeling completely drained, just tired of everything. I saw an old man sitting on a park bench feeding the birds. He had the kind of face that told 1,000 stories. It was wrinkled, but his eyes were so full of life. I don't know why, but I felt a pull to sit down on the bench next to him. We sat in silence for a minute, and then he turned to me and said something that shook me to my core. He said, "Son, do you know the secret to happiness?" I shook my head, no. I was expecting some long, complicated answer, but he just smiled gently and said, "It's simpler than you think. Happiness is not something you find. It's something you create." That sentence, it hit me like a lightning bolt. All my life, I had been waiting for happiness to just show up at my door. I thought I needed a bigger house, or a better job, or more recognition from other people. But here was this old man, perfectly content, with nothing more than a bag of breadcrumbs and the company of birds, telling me that happiness was in my own hands. The power of simplicity. From that day on, I started to simplify my life. I stopped chasing things that didn't really matter. I started to focus on what truly brought me joy. Small things like reading a good book, or having a meaningful conversation with a friend, or just taking a quiet walk in nature. Here is a lesson for you from that experience. Life isn't about how much you have. It's about how much you enjoy what you have. If you can find joy in the little things, you will never run out of reasons to be happy. Now let's talk about failure. I believe failure is a friend. Let me tell you about the first business I ever started. I poured everything I had into it, all my money, all my time, all my effort. And you know what happened? It failed. It failed miserably. I was devastated. I thought that I was a failure. I thought that I just wasn't good enough. But here is the truth. I learned failure is not the end. It is a beginning. Every failure teaches you something important. It shows you what does not work so that you can find what does work. My failed business taught me more than any success ever could. It taught me about resilience. It taught me how to stand back up on my feet and try again. Please do not be afraid to fail. I fail fast and often and learn from every single experience, because failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher. People will judge you anyway. This is one of the biggest and hardest lessons I have learned. No matter what you do in life, people will judge you. If you succeed, they might say you are lucky. If you fail, they might say you are foolish. If you do something different from everyone else, they will probably call you crazy. So here is my advice. Stop living for other people. Stop trying to impress people who in the end probably don't really care about you. Live for yourself. Do what makes you happy. Do what aligns with your own values. Do what brings you peace. The day you stop seeking approval from others is the day you truly find freedom. Life is short. I want to share something personal with you now. When I was 30 years old, I lost someone who was very close to me. He was a friend who was like a brother. He was only 29. One moment he was there, laughing and dreaming about the future with me. And the next moment, he was gone. That loss, that terrible pain, it taught me one of the hardest lessons of all life is incredibly short, and tomorrow is never guaranteed. If there is something you want to do, do it now. If there is someone you love, tell them that you love them. Tell them now. Don't wait for the right time, because the right time might never come. Keep your curiosity alive. I'll tell you something funny. When I was 40 years old, I decided I wanted to learn how to paint. Me, a guy who could barely draw a stick figure. But I did it. Not because I wanted to become a great artist, but because I wanted to remind myself of the joy of being a beginner, the joy of learning something new. Never stop learning. It doesn't matter if it's a new skill, a new language, or a new hobby. Just keep growing. When you stop learning, you stop living. The world is full of wonders just waiting to be discovered. Be curious. Ask questions. Try new things. Your mind is a garden. Here is a metaphor that I love. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it, that is what will grow. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, your mind will become a jungle full of weeds. But if you plant seeds of positivity, hope, and gratitude, your mind will blossom like a beautiful garden. You have to take care of your thoughts. Guard your mind against negativity. Surround yourself with people and things that uplift you. Your mind is your greatest asset. Treat it well. Here is the last thing I will say for now, and I believe it is the most important. No matter where you are in your life, no matter how hard things seem right now, please remember this. The best is yet to come. Your story isn't over. You have so many chapters left to write. You have dreams to chase and mountains to climb. Life is a journey, and every single day is a new page. So please don't give up. Keep going. Because the best moments, the biggest victories, and the greatest joys of your life are still ahead of you. Before I go, I want to leave you with one final thought. It is one truth that has carried me through the darkest nights and the brightest days. Life is not a race. It is a journey. And on this journey, there are no guarantees. There are no maps, and there are no shortcuts. There will be moments when you feel lost, or tired, or even hopeless. But let me tell you something. Those moments are where the magic happens. That's where you grow. That's where you find out who you really are. The true meaning of happiness is not about being perfect or always winning. It's about trying. It's about showing up every single day and just giving it your best shot. It's about laughing when you can, crying when you need to, and always moving forward. You don't have to have it all figured out. None of us do. But as long as you keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself, you are on the right path. Trust me on this. The power is in your hands. People will try to tell you how to live your life. Society will give you rules, expectations, and labels. But here is the truth. You are the creator of your life. You hold the pen, and every day you get to write your own story. Don't let anyone else decide who you should be or what you should do. Be bold. Be fearless. Be you. You don't need anyone's permission to be happy or successful or fulfilled. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. You are already enough just as you are. And the moment you truly realize this, you become unstoppable. Before I leave, let me share one last lesson, a lesson I learned after many years of struggle. Life doesn't wait. If you sit around waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect version of yourself, you will miss the beauty of now. So take risks, make mistakes, love deeply, laugh loudly, dream big, and most importantly, live fully. Because this moment right here is all we truly have. Don't waste it. You may forget my name, you may forget my age, but I hope you never forget this, that you are powerful beyond measure. You are capable of more than you can ever imagine. And no matter where life takes you, always remember that you are enough and you are worthy of every single dream you dare to dream. And if you ever feel like you can't go on, remember this: the sun always rises no matter how dark the night. So keep going. The best is yet to come.